Good evening there. I'm happy to be back with you. I hope everybody had a great 4th of July weekend. As I promised last week, I will be sharing with you an overview of the executive summary for the professional learning project. We're going to be looking at the following required components, and then we'll be talking about, at the very end, some specifics about length, due date, and where to upload. So the first required component is the project description. Go ahead and take a look at this for a second. Now it's important to remember that even our most well thought out and best detailed plans, they don't always go like we think they will. I mean, if you think about like teaching a lesson, oftentimes we have to make modifications, you know, in the moment. And that happens a lot, like I said, even with the best detailed plans. In this case, you may have made modifications to your theory of action, and I would like to know about those. What are those modifications that you made, and why, and the why behind them? Again, your research and learning goals. Go ahead and take a look at this for a second. In the proposal, you laid out goals that you were hoping to meet. In the executive summary, what you're going to do is talk about the goals that were met and which were not met. You know, like I said, even the best plans don't always go as planned. So just tell me why some of those goals were not met. It could be due to a number of factors, from a changing demographic or a specific need. So there's a number of factors that go into this, but again, what are those things that were met, those goals that were met and were not met? And then I'll ask you to provide some evidence about that, and we'll talk about that on the next slide. So the evaluation of the PL session, go ahead and take a look at this real quick. So again, in the last slide I mentioned providing examples. So overall, how did your PL session or your professional learning session go? What goals were met and which were not? And this is where you want to provide specific pieces of evidence. This could be a PowerPoint, it could be pictures, it could be samples of work that were completed by your participants. And I'm going to pause this video just for 1 second. Okay, my apologies for the interruption there. We've been fighting a stomach virus in this household for the past 2 weeks, and now it looks like my daughter is impacted. So at any rate, I apologize. But getting back to the evaluation of the PL session, again, you're looking at the levels 1 and 2 of Guskey's evaluation matrix, and then you're providing specific goals or specific examples in your appendix. Again, these can be slide presentations, photographs, student work or teacher work, participant work, anything relevant to your professional learning sessions, especially if you gave like a survey at the end or a questionnaire. All of those things would be relevant for the evaluation and would go into your appendix. One of my favorite parts, recommendations for future work. The best professional learning is always ongoing and it's sustained. So what's next in your professional judgment in terms of the work that you're doing? If you were an administrator or you're handing it off to an administrator at your school, what are the next steps for these professional learning sessions? Then finally, your reflection. This is going to basically wrap up and be your conclusion for the executive summary. You just want to make sure that you're addressing how you met the following standards: 1.2, 2.1, 7.2, and 7.3. While you're doing this, I certainly hope, or I will strongly suggest that you use the rubric that's located in Blackboard, and I'll show you where that is in just a second. Before we go there, though, just a couple of things. Again, this is your 40-hour internship. Your executive summary is not to exceed 3 pages, and that's double-spaced in an APA format. That doesn't include title page or appendices. For more information, you can find that on page 15 of your syllabus. This will be uploaded to TaskStream and not Blackboard. Again, we're going to upload this to TaskStream, and this is due August 7th. Any questions, please email me and we can find a time to talk, or if email doesn't suffice. So let me go ahead and show you where you can find the professional learning stuff. Actually, I'm already there, but you can go, if I'm on the announcements page, you just go to assignments, and it's going to be right here in this folder. Scroll down a little bit, and you can find the description and the rubric, and I've already opened up the rubric here, and this gives you some clear goals in terms of what your summary should look like. Again, if you have any questions, just let me know. Other than that, I'm excited to see your progress, and if there's anything I can do, please, again, let me know.